Really, dude?
Hello? 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 Who wants to do friends with me?
Try to find somebody. It's you, I don't know. Good shot, but not be a lot of damage. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you don't spend anything.
The regular match, like how we first start out, you can buy guns, you can buy ammo.
This is a mythic.
I am mythic.
Let's see what it is.
Get a shotgun. It's a pump.
This is a realistic drive, so you're gonna like drive a bunch of cars. You're able to kill people in it.
I don't know how to play the game.
Maybe that. Honestly, very cool.
Only three.
No, get away from me. Well, I'm dead. Look, she's doing.
Oh, that's
She's
called
taking
kill
her
loser.
face. Infinite different. Holy flipper doodles! We are the champions. Quiet.
Sing my segment, bye.
Yeah. Trying to get a bunch of speed. Watch this, Dad. Clutch save.
today, you all, I want to sit down and go over my last month of being on YouTube, and I'm going to share with you some of the mistakes I've made along the way, some changes that I'm going to make here on my channel, and I'm going to share with you my analytics. I'm going to put the analytics, I'll take a screenshot and put those up in the corner for you to see. Now, let me share with you some of the mistakes that I've made. I started this channel maybe a little bit over a month ago, and I started with one niche, and then I decided that wasn't really the direction I wanted to go in. So I backed up, I sort of put those on private, and then I came back about 30 days ago and put my first video out that I decided what my niche was going to be is to help with YouTube growth and also talk about Gen X life, which I'm a Gen Xer in my mid-50s, and I want to share with you through, my wisdom. So that's the direction this channel's going on. Now, with that being said, some of the mistakes I learned along the way was I saw all these Gen Xers, 40 and over, starting channels and doing and following certain things that were happening out there. And I won't go into all that, but I'm guilty of it. I was doing that. It was like, oh my gosh, if you post 3 or 4 times a day, I guess that's going to help you build subscribers. And I realized that's not the way to do it. You've got to show up. If it's 2 times a week, 3 times a week, or every day, which I've been posting every day. And that's all that matters. I was also so focused on numbers, because you heard so many people talking, oh, I hit monetization, I'm getting a $6,000 ad revenue, I'm getting 8,000, I'm at 400 for the month, and so forth. And that was getting in my head. And I learned we can't do that. So if you're feeling that way and have made that mistake, just learn from me. It's okay. That's how we learn from our mistakes, but let's not focus on that. Let's focus on good content, and all the rest will come. So I have stopped looking at those numbers every 10 times a day. Now I look at it in the morning and I look at it at night, and that's all I need to be doing, because it was also consuming my life. It's like I couldn't get anything else done because I was so focused on all this stuff. So again, just learn from my mistakes. What works for some may not work for others. And like I said, I'd be lying to say that I was not guilty of that. So now I'm reeling it back. I'm doing me, and I'm being genuine. I want to help others through my wisdom of being a Gen Xer's life experience, and I want to share YouTube growth. As I go along this journey, I hope I can help other people with my knowledge and with the mistakes and wins that I have. So let's get into some of the analytics. It's been about 30 days, and I'm going to put my old lady glasses on here because I can't see. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on my iPad, and then, like I said, I will put it up in the corners so you can see that this is real. Okay, so I'm going to go over to my analytics in my YouTube studio. So I right now have 6.6K views over the last 28 days. I have 197 watch hours, which I really want to get that up, but again, don't focus on numbers. And I have gone up 308 subscribers. If you saw my community post yesterday, my goal for this week that I'd set for myself was hopefully to get 300 subscribers. Well, I gained, as of yesterday, I was at 301, and that was Wednesday. And let me just check real quick, because that said I went up. I think when I last looked right before I came on here I'm at 314 subscribers, and I've posted 54 videos. Now that 54 might be considering some of the ones that I put on private. But anywho, that's sort of where I'm at. The other thing that I love to look at, let me get back to my analytics here in YouTube Studio. The other thing I like to look for is my audience. Where is my audience coming from? Now, on my last couple videos, it shows that I have 95 viewers that have come back to see so these are viewers that are subscribed to my channel, and 95 of them have come back, which is a little low to me, but it's okay. I just got to keep working on that. And then I have 3.6 unique subscribers. So those are maybe subscribers that have just clicked on my thumbnail and maybe they've watched a little bit of my video, or, you know, I'm not sure if they watched the whole video or not. And then I have, as of October 31st, because this is all live, I have gone up 308 subscribers. So I'd like to know where my audience is coming from, because those unique subscribers that are not subscribed to my channel, I need to focus on trying to get them to subscribe to my channel. Now, one thing I don't do, and I'm going to start doing, I don't like at the beginning of your video to go, hi, my name is Sandy, this is Wise and Wrinkled, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. I just feel like me, again, this is my personal, that you're giving information as to who you are, but then you're asking them to do something before they even know what you're going to talk to them about. So that's why I don't do that, and I always put at the very end, I put subscribe, and I don't even say it, it's just a little sticker there that says subscribe and give me a thumbs up. But maybe by looking at this, I need to start doing it, but I'm not going to do it right at the beginning because I want them to learn what I'm about and then ask them that. But that's something, see, that I'm learning from looking at, okay, I have 3.6, I don't know if you could see that, unique subscribers. So I want to, again, then the other thing I like to do is I like to look at the age, okay? And the age range is really important because it tells me what age range is, you know, watching my videos, and then I can make sure that I am providing content that relates to those ages. So I have 8.4% that are 35 to 44, and then I go 45 to 54, I have 33%, and then we jump up to 55 to 64 age is 50%. So that means to me, between the age 45 to 64 are my, you know, age population. So it looks like I am producing the right type of content for that age. And then I have 65 and older, I have 6.5%. So you could see there's a small percentage. Now, another thing that you can see, and I don't necessarily use this as a rule of thumb, a lot of people will tell you to do this, it will show you here when your viewers are on YouTube. And then if it's in the bright purple, that means they're on. If it's in the lighter, it's like there's people on, but not a lot of your subscribers. So that's telling you when you should post. Again, I'm in the believer of you just post when you want to post. Now, maybe some will beg differ, but I've tested this and it really doesn't matter when I post. I don't always post at 6 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes I do it at noon. So you do what you feel is best, but this is, again, just what I'm learning. And then let's see what else here I wanted. Okay, inspiration is another thing that I like to look at. This inspiration is just going to give you some ideas of what's sort of trending. So when you're ready to make your content, you could look at this inspiration and you can, again, build from there. YouTubers' morning routines, YouTube strategy, personal brand YouTube channel. So a lot of this is, again, is in my niche, and that's giving me suggested videos. So that's always, you know, good to look at. The next thing I'd like to look at is, let's see here. Okay, so this is going to give me an overview. So it's showing my new viewers, and then it's showing me returning viewers, what I'm getting on my shorts, which I'm not real consistent, and I'll get to that in a minute, and then my live stream, which I've been doing a few live streams. So that is good. So before I lose my train of thought, on shorts, again, there's mixed opinions on this, and I've just recently started to up my shorts on this channel. I do believe it helps your channel. But with that being said, make sure the content, they both connect. Don't do something opposite. So if my niche is YouTube growth and Gen Xers, I don't want to talk about, oh, I'm growing a plant. So you got to make sure they connect, because you will get viewers, or excuse me, subscribers and viewers. But then if they subscribe, they're not going to come over to your long term or your long form. Y'all, I can't talk. See, I'm trying to just talk and not edit a lot, but everybody's, again, different with that. So those are good. And then one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and I can't find it here. Well, anyways, I'll just talk to you about it. So another thing that you can look at is in your analytics, you can find out where your viewers are coming from. Are they coming from, you're being suggested on the home page? Are they searching, and so forth and so on? So that's real important, so you can see where you're at. I want to be up on that home page that it's a suggested video. So again, some things that I've learned. So I don't want to be too long-winded because I tend to talk a lot, and I want you all to be, engaged in what I have to say. But this is where I am after, 30 days. I do put out one video a day, and I'm going to continue to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. There may be days that I can't get a video out, but that is my goal. So everybody's goal is different, but just like that goal of I wanted to hit 300 subscribers, even though it's a number, I just put somewhat of a realistic goal. So I have 4 or 5 goals I set. So on Sunday night, I sit down and write my 4 or 5 goals that I think are pretty attainable, but if they're not, I'm not going to beat myself up over that. And again, I was doing that. But the biggest thing that I am trying to do is once a day, I'm trying to go back and look at my previous video from yesterday and see where I can make improvements. See if I'm saying too much. See if I'm stuttering over my words too much. See if I'm going off track of what the topic is, and learn from that. So that's something I suggest you do, is look at your videos from the previous day and take a little snippet of something that you're going to learn and make sure you try to do it better in your next video. So that is my analytics for over the last month. And I want to keep encouraging you all, don't do what everybody else is doing out there, as I did, because unfortunately, it's catching up with them. And do you, and be real. And that's the biggest thing. Everybody keeps telling me, the people that I look to as mentors, just keep being you and be genuine. And I tend to be very, regimented, and that's just the way I am. But I'm trying to let loose a little bit and have some more, I don't know what you want to say, but just more of a relaxed feel. So thank you. And for the ones of you that don't know me, I am Sandy, and this is Wise and Wrinkled Chats. And if you can subscribe and give me a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Today, it is almost 90 days since I started this channel. After 30 days, I gave you guys a little update, all the things that I learned, all the mistakes I made, and now it's almost 90 days. If you haven't already seen that video went viral. I am at over 6,000 views on that particular video. So I'm hoping this is going to give you some further information of all, again, my wins and losses and things I've been going through for over the last 90 days. And I want to say I apologize. I'm a little bit under the weather, and my throat, I feel like I have like a lump here, but just apologize for my voice. But let's get right into the 90-day update. And I am also going to show you the analytics, and I'll put those up on the screen for you. If you haven't seen my Keep Posting 30-day review, I will put that up here in the corner. Be sure to go check that out. Now, I want to preface it by saying YouTube, if you've been on the platform with a new channel and you haven't met that 4,000 watch hours within a year, towards the end of the year, they sort of start deducting those hours. And it is so frustrating because I would probably be over that 1,000 watch hours right now, even though you have to make 4,000, but it's gone down and I'm at like 300 watch hours, which is really frustrating. So I have a long way to go before I can meet that criteria of those 4,000 watch hours. However, on the flip side, I am at, I want to say, I can't even remember, 780 or something like that subscribers. So that is huge because that first milestone of the 1,000 subscribers is hopefully going to be met by the end of January. So thank you for each and every one of you that have subscribed. So let's jump right into the things that I've learned along this journey. Now, I will say, I have another channel that is all about home decor. It's called Spending Life Together. I'll put that up here. I am monetized on that channel. Again, it's all about home decor, budget home decor, shopping, all that kind of stuff. I was a little bit more successful as far as getting monetized on that channel. I would say within, I think it was less than a year, if my memory serves me correctly. However, I've sort of been at a standstill now. I all of a sudden took off and I was getting lots of views, and then I sort of slowed down a little bit, and I'm not quite sure the reason why, but I'm at about 2,800 subscribers, and it could be just the niche that I'm in is the reason. I was a new home decor channel, and that's why it took off, and then it sort of slowed down. But this channel, seems like I'm having a little bit more trouble with it, but it's no one's fault but my own, because I've been sort of all over the place. And then I said I was going to combine the two channels together. And then the niches were so different. It just was, again, my fault. A lot of ups and downs and not really knowing for sure what direction I wanted to move in. And I had a few people tell me, you know, you're not experienced enough and just all sorts of things. And again, I'm not blaming anybody but myself. But finally, about a month ago, actually, I would say right around Thanksgiving time, I said, okay, I'm going to combine these two channels together. And then I slept on it because I did a knee-jerk reaction. And then I decided I am going to continue to do with what I started this channel, you know, to be about. And that is about myself being a Gen Xer, sharing stories of my life, and also sharing knowledge of YouTube growth. And I'm using that knowledge and experience from my other channel. Now, am I a YouTube growth guru? By no means, but I certainly feel that I could bring value to new YouTubers. And again, this is all about what I've gone through on my other channel and things I've been through on this channel. So obviously I'm teaching something because my YouTube Keep Posting 30-day update has over 6,000 views, and I'm continuing to get views on that particular, video every day. So that's why I wanted to do this 90-day and give you, again, a little bit of the background of mistakes I've made and things that I've learned. So let's just review those mistakes again. I started this channel with one niche in mind, and then I was sort of up and down because I wasn't getting the views. Well, again, that was my mistake. You can't all of a sudden instantly get all these views and expect YouTube to figure out what your channel's about, especially when you're talking about multiple topics, as I was. So again, my fault. So really try to hone in on your niche. There's a lot of controversy about that, but through sort of trial and tribulation with this channel, I have, for me anyways, I have learned that there is some truth to honing in on niche. Now, right now, I'm talking about a simple life over 50. Now, it doesn't mean that I'm only attracting over 50. I have all ages that come on this channel. So, but that's what I want to talk about is simple living and trials and tribulations that I've gone through in my life. And there's been a lot of them that I know I can share and teach other people from. And they may be going through the same walk of life I am, or they may have gone through certain parts of my life that I've gone through. So I know I can help someone out there, as well as the YouTube, just growth. And there's a lot of Gen Xers in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I actually saw a gentleman that isn't a Gen Xer, but he's 80 years old and he started his own YouTube channel. He is doing phenomenal. And you know why, guys? Because he has a lot of wisdom. So that's what I have learned. Yes, it's good to have a niche, but you know what? I've got to sort of figure out what that niche is. And now I finally, in 90 days, walked away, came back, walked away, came back, and I figured out this is my niche. It is going to be over 50, simple living. You know what? There's a lot of things under that umbrella that I could talk about. I could talk about, like I said, the journeys and the path I've gone through in life and all my trials and tribulations that could help other people. It could help you. I could talk about that YouTube growth. So those are all under that umbrella. And I was second guessing myself over and over again. And that's why I was having a lot of those knee-jerk reactions. So I wasn't trusting in myself and doubting myself. So don't do that. That's the biggest mistake I made. And I was also so focused on numbers, numbers, numbers. Right now, I have one video that has almost 6,000 views, and I'm still getting views. And then I have others that, like a week ago, that I only have 70 views. But you know what? It's okay, because people and the YouTube algorithm are still figuring out what type of audience to push my videos to. And I think it's happening. I really do. I believe that is starting to happen. And I believe that's why I've seen my subscriber count going up. So learn from my mistakes. Try to hone in, if you can, on a niche. Now, if you want to try out a couple things like I was doing and you are not so worried about getting monetized and not so worried about the numbers, then do what you need to do. I always say, do you. Don't worry about what other people think. And that's what, again, I blame myself, because I was so worried about what other people were thinking. I don't know why, because on my other channel, when I was doing that, I've had that channel for 2.5 years, I never worried about what other people thought. But for some reason on this channel, I just had a lot of insecurities. Well, you know what? I've gotten over that insecurities. If people want to watch my videos, great. If they don't, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep going. So I finally convinced myself that that's what I have to do. And I want you to do that too. Don't doubt yourself. Don't let people tell you that you shouldn't be talking about a certain topic or certain niche, because if you feel in your heart that you are an expert in that area, or even if you're not an expert, like I'm not an expert in YouTube growth, but I've learned a lot with my other channel over the last 2.5 years, and now 90 days being on this channel. So I have something to share. And that's what I'm here to do. So don't let people tell you any different. So again, the mistakes I made, I was all over the place. I was not sure of what niche I was wanting. I was letting other people tell me that what I was doing was wrong. And don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. The other thing I'm going to share with you is I was posting every day at the beginning and I was getting very low views. Well, I jumped on a bandwagon of another YouTuber that was all of a sudden posting 3-4 times a day, and they were getting all these views. And I thought, oh, let me jump on that bandwagon. That looks like something I can do, and I was gullible. So I was doing that. But as I learned more about this YouTuber, they were actually on this platform for 4.5 years and then all of a sudden took off. So for some people, it happens quickly. Other people, it takes 4.5 years. So do your research is my point to that. And again, another mistake that I made. I jumped on a bandwagon of something that I saw someone else doing, but I didn't do my research. So do your research. And that's just overall with YouTube, whatever your YouTube journey is, do your research. And I have spent so much time spending hours and hours researching, watching other YouTube growth channels and learning more. You know what? I don't believe there's an expert out there. We always can learn more. So with that being said, let's get into the analytics. So I'm going to pull up my YouTube studio. And like I said, I'm going to share with you up in the corner, because it's sort of hard to see on my iPad, but I'm going to try to hold this up, and I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, so I right now in this YouTube studio is live. I'm at 783 subscribers, and you all, this number has really been creeping up. So right now, I only have 300 watch hours. So when about oh gosh, I think it was back in November when I started seeing my numbers go down. Like I said, I would probably be at 1,000 subscribers because I had, or excuse me, 1,000 watch hours because I had almost like 400 some watch hours. So right now, I only have 300 watch hours, and that's so frustrating, but we're going to go with it. So I am also going to bring up, let me see if I can go ahead. So my last video that and this is real time, so I apologize if I'm a little all over the place here with my dashboard, but let's go to my content. Okay, so my content right now, let me see if I can go. First of all, I have done some lives, and you could see that that's right down here. The last live I did, I only had about 50 people on that live, but I did it for 50 minutes. And if you don't know this, if you go on to live and you're on 50 minutes or you're on whatever amount of time is, you do get watch hours for that. I've heard a lot of people say they just go on live and they talk, or they go off and cook and just keep live going. And I guess that's a way to get watch hours. I don't do that. When I go on live, I actually am on live and I talk to people as they're jumping on and off. And I try to announce that I'm going on live so people know, and they could set their bell notification so they know that I'm going live. But I just wanted to point that out since I have seen, I saw that pop up. Okay, let me go back. I'm going to just go into my YouTube and I'm viewing my channel. Okay, I'm going to go under videos here. So 10 days ago was my last video because that's my latest. Sort of took off a little bit, and YouTube doesn't like that, but I had to take off. I had a lot of people coming in for the holidays and so forth. So with that being said, 10 days ago, I had this video and I had 59 views, okay? That's not bad. The video before that, I had 67, 109. I'm just trying to show you the views that I've been getting. 3 weeks ago, I had 115. Now, I'm going to go to the video that was the best video that I have, and that is the one that I am talking about that I've gotten almost 6,000 views. And manage videos, let me go on here. So let me find that. Now, if you go on my page, you will see a lot of different things. I've even put a few of my videos on unlisted. And the reason I did that was, again, I was sort of all over the place. So I've sort of cataloged what I call now my videos, and I've made playlists is basically, so like I have Gen X, I have YouTube growth, so everybody could see, because those are going to be, you know, the simple living, not specifically, 50s, but simple living over 50 and YouTube growth is basically what I'm going to talk about. So in any case, you'll see that some of them are unlisted because I was all over the place. Now, I did leave this video out because it's under Gen X, and it's Gen X Lady Makeup Tips for You. We are cool and young. That one got 647 views, and I did a makeup little tutorial. So I left that up, but I really felt it was in my best interest to take those videos down and either put them private or unlisted that were sort of all over, because I don't want people to, again, that are coming to to my channel be like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? So that's just what I felt personally I wanted to do. I would recommend, because I've seen that help my channel, if you've been all over the place and you finally honed in on your niche, it's not a bad thing to do. I did do a series of 7-day posting and tips on YouTube. That would be something that is very good. But this one right here, keep posting what I learned in 30 days and what's happened. I have 6.1K views, and I am still getting views on that. So that is my viral video. I have a few others, like why Gen X is losing out in the job market. I had 1.1K views. I have some other ones that were about 1,000. And then I had others that are 99, 172. So again, I think it's YouTube figuring out where to push my content out and figuring out. And I can only, again, blame myself because I was going to shut down this channel and you know, all over the place. So please don't do that. So now, as you could see, my channel banner, Wise and Wrinkled, living a simple life over 50. So that is a pretty broad, you know, area to talk about, because I could talk about the YouTube growth. I could talk about living simply. All those things are under that one broad umbrella. And I could have all these little umbrellas come off of that. So that's what I finally decided. And I'm really excited for 2025 because I already see